Today we were taking members or the participants through the group savings and loan methodology. This is a methodology that seeks to empower the women to stand up and do a savings that in the long run will be able to help them to stand and start doing something for themselves without being waited to be supported by any other person. Today's topic, we were dealing with individual self-screening. Before people forms a group, we need to bring the people together, and they should be able to understand what the attributes they have before they come together to join with others. They should be able to understand their strength, their weaknesses, and what can make them fit into such particular groups. Where their strength should be based on their financial strength, their characters, and their individual capacity to ensure that when they form a group, they are a group that will be able to last for long. We have types of leaders. We have types of leaders. In this case, kuna good leaders. Kuna bad leaders. Bad leaders, autocratic, authoritative. Among the leaders that we are asking, yes? Permissive. Or permissive, eh?
Today, I've learned something called JSL. JSL, I've come to learn that when I can work in JSL, it will enable me the small money I get when we sit as a group, and then we can be giving each small money, and then somebody takes the money and then she brings it with interest. JSL is about something like table banking. We bring the money all together and then we put on the table, and then we give to each other as a loan. The money doesn't go to a treasurer. We give it as a loan. And then we have our rules that are guiding us. That when you take the money, if you are supposed to pay the money in 1 month, and you can bring with a small interest. Like we say, when we give you 2,000, or when we give you 1,000, you are supposed to bring the money with something like 100. 2,000, you're supposed to bring the money with 200 after a month to enable another person to take the money.
A friend of yours for the past 5 years. She's married but has been having problems with her husband. You've heard that she was having serious problems with the husband. Only last week, she was sent away to her parents' home in Kisumu. She wants to join you to form a savings group. What would you do?
Kitu ninajua kwa maisha ya ndoa yake, mimi hapo sitaingilia.
Yes.
Because sasa hiyo ni yake na mzee wake. Na hapa hasa anahitaji maendeleo. Hii maendeleo anataka kuifanya akiwa Kisumu ama akiwa hapa Nairobi. Hiyo ndio ninaweza kutaka kwake. But nitamleta kwa members ajiongeleshe.
Ana uwezo wa kulipa pesa.
Hiyo ni swali eh? Utamuuliza Faith, unataka kujoin lakini uko na uwezo ya kulipa pesa.
Kitu ya kwanza atengeneze mambo yake kwanza ya nyumba. Tujue. Kwanza ni rafiki yangu na anataka kujoin kwa kikundi. Hana biashara. Sasa atajoin kwa kikundi bila biashara.
Tumesema ya kwamba Faith is our friend for the last 5 years. Inamaanisha tunamjua. Si ati tumjui. Tunafanya nini? Tunamjua. So tukijua Faith, So tukijua Faith na tunajua karakta yake, tunamsomea sheria vile amesema. Na namba 2 ile nataka tujue tunapoendelesha hii mambo ya training. Usiweke mtu kwa sababu ni rafiki yako. Mweke ni kwa sababu ya rafiki yako unamjua, lakini msomee sheria. The objectives have been achieved because we wanted them to take them through the training of leadership and group formation. And one of the objectives is members to understand what a group is all about. And I believe from today, they have started regrouping together and seeing who would be fitting into their group and how best they can be able to choose who would be better placed in that particular group. So from today's training, what I've seen from members, they may be able to understand how they can be able to come up as members to form a group that will last forever. So that another objective is members have gained the confidence to ensure that now they can become good leaders after formation of the groups.
It is going to boost my business because, as you know, I can't go for a bigger money, and it's the money that it is my own money. I will not be going to the bank, but it is my own money that will be enabling me to go and take my goods. Which means I will not have a problem of the bank is cutting me off or the bank is taking my things, like that.
The members of the community must be able to understand what is a group, because basically sometimes people form a group and at the end of the day they cannot be able to differentiate between a group and a gathering. So the topic of the day, we have to elaborate more on how the groups works. And a group is more than one individual coming together with a common purpose, with a goal and objective that they want to achieve in life. Having formed a group, therefore, the group also have to be taken through a leadership training, where they must be able to understand what it all means to become a leader, what they need to achieve. You remember, in the group formation, leaders must be the vision carriers, and therefore they must be able to understand the vision and the mission and the objective and the goal of the group. So therefore the members must be taken through leadership training, so then they ensure that they have good qualities that takes them to become good leaders. A goal-oriented person. Wow. Can I tell you mine? Yes. But this is clearly sawa. You must be a good decision maker. Those are characteristics of a good leader. You must be a goal-oriented person, characteristics of a good leader. But now a leader is an individual elected by people to perform certain tasks that cannot be performed that cannot be done by all members. As simple as that. An individual elected to perform certain tasks on behalf of those people that have elected you. Uko na kazi ama jukumu ambayo umepewa ukaweze kuyafanya kwa niaba ya wale ambao wamekuchagua. Are you together?
Yes. We have been told that a leader is someone who is elected to do a certain duty on behalf of other people, or to do a duty that other members cannot do. That is when we are referring to a group. So besides that, I've also learned that we normally go wrong in that when you elect someone, we assume that he's the only person who can do that job, not knowing that we are also leaders. That one I've learned today, and it has impressed me. I also, even if I'm not elected, I'm also a leader in that I can contribute to the duties of the group.
Responsible. Ingine?
Trustworthy.
Trustworthy. Ingine?
Sitaki niongee na mtu mmoja ama watu wawili hapa.
Yes. Vivian. Honest. Kiongozi Vivian ameongea. In simple terms, how many have ever been chosen to be leaders? 13.
Ningetaka kuwa agonta then prefect for the whole primary. Hata nikikataa wakati nilifika class 8 nikaona wazazi wakakataa. Ati sasa inafaa usome vizuri hivi kushinda.
Hii mambo ya kuandika jina ya watu hapa.
Kwa hii itakufanya unini mpaka ikakuwa ni kukosana sasa. Lakini bado unarudishwa tu hapo. Yes, walikuwa wananichagua tu tena kila mtu huyo. When I went to high school still. Yeah. Hata sasa hivi kwa mahali na school somewhere. I am the prefect there. Even now. Yeah.
What I've learned today is really going to help me in that in my business. I'll know that I am the leader. I'll know how to talk to my customers. I'll know how to behave in that we have been taught about a good leader and a bad leader. So I'm going to behave like a good leader. There are some of my characters which I've realized that have been the qualities of that bad leader, which I'm going to change. So I'm going to act in a responsible manner as a good leader, the way we have been taught.
When we are starting, few were very much active, but in the process, they have become good people because they are responding to the questions very well, and they are also asking questions. That has also told me that their level of understanding is also good because they would be able to take questions and ask questions. And even after asking questions, they would be able to the very people who would be able to help in answering such questions. So the training for today and the members' level of understanding, it is moderately good.
Members begin small, say with 50 shillings each member. But in that group, you have some people who are ambitious. So maybe after 6 months, they say now we should give 200. So they keep advancing, but because of not being equal, and as far as background is concerned, you find that some members drop out. So in the end, the group breaks. So how do we avoid that?
It is not called breakage of group. But when one group has been split into two, it means there is a continuity of the group. Because we started when we were 20, at the end of the year, due to the fact that some of us got good loans and our businesses have advanced, then we feel that now we should move from 600 or to 1,000. Wengine wanasema we are supposed to remain where we are. We can divide this group into two. Those who will still be going with 50-50 and those who will be now going with 200. So in one group, you've got how many groups? 2. So which means in the next 4 years, these two groups can even be able to split into 4. So then what matters here that the group, every individual member is still moving with the group.
Today I learned about the merry-go-round. Merry-go-round is a group which we just come together as a GSL, but as a GSL we collect the money immediately, we give one person, but a merry-go-round is a money that we remove small, we put together going round, and then after some 2 months someone takes his money go, and then we state again.
I'm happy the way the ladies have conducted themselves. They are very active. They're enjoying the lessons. They're asking a lot of questions, and it's like they're interested to know what they're going to get at the end of every lesson.
The teacher was very friendly. I love the way he taught. He's a good listener. He was listening to our contributions, and he's a good teacher. You can continue empowering as women, because there are a lot of things that we do assuming that we know. But surely after this training, I realized that there are so many things that we don't know and we need to learn.
I just want you to tell me a leader in your own way. Yes.
I'm a leader because I have the pen.
You have a pen?
In my hand.
The teacher was very, very entertaining, and he was very, very entertaining. And I loved the way he was teaching, because he made something enter in my head.
This training is of great help for the society because it empowers the society based on the little resources that they possess from their own savings.
I'm telling you about the training. It is something good. It will help you grow. It will help you save a lot of money. And at the end of everything, you will not feel wasted. You will have invested, and you'll save more beside investing.
The training is of great importance, and again, I must take it back to the convener of this training that it is a training that requires the support from both sides, both morally, socially, and even physically. The physically, I mean, after the training, the groups need to be followed up. They need to be facilitated with more other trainings, or they should be supported.